Okay, and then I am planning to replace engine and motor oils in this engine. And first step is that we need to lift up this car body a little bit up, that we can go to open this oil drain bolt what is in that area. And next we look that oil drain bolt and I open it and we continue. Okay, and now this car is in up, and then when we look in there we can see this our oil basement. And what we need then we need that size of wrench, and this size is 1/7, like 17, and this bolt, this 17 millimeter wrench fits to this oil drain bolt. And then we go to look that bolt. Okay, and then we need always some oil waste canister, because soon I am trying to drain out this engine oils. And then when we look in here up area, there we can see that oil drain bolt, and its location is in here, and this my 17 millimeter wrench which in that position. Excellent. And then I have to open that bolt, and this bolt can be quite tight, as we can see, because now I have only this very short wrench, and I have difficulties to open, because this bolt is so big, and some mechanic can fasten and tighten this bolt so tight that it is difficult to open. But then we can use some hint. I take my hammer. I take my hammer, and there is this my tool, and this hammer looks like that, and it is like heavy. It weighs about 5 to 10 pounds, and then when I hit that in here, this bolt should open. Let's look. And I keep my hand in here, one press, and then one sharp hit in here. Okay, and this hammering works well. And now this bolt opens, and now I open the bolt. Okay, good. And then when this bolt is almost ready to open, some drops start to drop ground, and in that way I have to take this my waste canister, and I insert that in here just in below, and then I rotate that last part using my hand. Okay, cool. And now oil is draining out. Well, excellent. And then I need to wait about 5 minutes that all oils are away, and in that way, that step, we take small 5 minutes break. Okay, and now when oils are they have away, I take this oil drain bolt, what is in my hand in here, and clean cotton cloth, and I clean carefully this my bolt, and then I clean also that area. There is no dirties in there. Then I insert bolt back in that way, and then I fasten this bolt using this my 17 millimeter wrench that way. And now I fasten that my bolt only so that I use my hands in that way. And this wrench is actually very good, and now I believe that this is enough tight. And if we have torque reference tool, we can fasten that bolt about 60 Newton force. And then when we have this cotton cloth, it is important to clean all these old oils away. Because if there is any sand or oil in this oil pan, then we have more bad this engine temperature. Because if engine temperature, it should be so cool and so cold than possible when engine is running. And if we have hot oil, it is always bad. Because then, for example, this lubrication is not so good than in cool oil temperature. Okay, and now bolt is okay, and then we go to this next task. Okay, and then next step is to take this oil filter out, and here I have this oil filter opening tool, and it looks like that. And there is also the sides. If we look at sides, there is this inner sides that it is something like, there is logo 60, what is this sides in their inner? 65 in here, 65, and then 14. I believe that this is, yes, 65. There is stamp in their inside, and that means this sides in here to here, this amount. And then I take my oil filter, this new one, because old one old is in place still, and that's I take new one. And here is one possibility. This is MAN filter, and there is type W610 and divided 6. And then when we look in their inner, in that side, there is even text that Honda. Okay, and then when I open that package, there is this filter. This is new filter, and then this my opening tool is in here, and it fits in that way, in here, in that way. And as we can see, this is quite tight, this area, and that's I need to little bit hammer that side that I can open this my oil filter, and here is this oil filter, this French, what fits in here, look, in that side. And then I can rotate that in this way. And I insert that next in here, and then I open this old oil filter, what is in that kind of position, in here a little bit up. And let's look next this upper part, that there is this oil filter. It is in there quite bad position in there. It is in there up in here, and then look in there, and a little bit better view I can touch. There is this black filter, and now I have two of these opening tools, and one is already in place. One is in place, and then I insert this French, and I insert that in here, in this position. There is this hole, and now it's in position, good. Now we can see that this one, this French in here, and then I need to only start to move that in this way. And opening direction is like that, in that way, that I rotate. Here is start and then end. Start and end. And now I open this, this filter and it moves nicely. And then we can look that yes, there is this filter's position. And then I little bit rotate that my friends in here, and when this friends is in here, it is open in here. This is opening direction. Actually it seems that now I can maybe take this filter even out. Now it's loosened. That one first out. And then I use my hand, and remember this is oily. Oil soon drops down. Okay, now there is oil incoming. And I insert my oil waste canister. And it is there in position. Good. And then we'll look more that what is, there is oil coming, and I insert my hand in here and I rotate more. Soon filter opens, and here, yes, here we have this old filter. Okay, good. And then we can look closer that filter. Okay, and then we look that old oil filter, what is in here, and there is this my opening tool. Now I have the oil rack, and there is this my tool, and then I need to only take that. There's my wrench, and I insert my tool in here, and then I try to open that, take this tool away. Okay, and if this is stuck, I use a little bit my hammer. Here's my hammer, and I hit in that side areas. Okay, and now it opens. There is this tool, and this is old oil filter, and here I have this new one, and first we check that these filters are similar. Good, they are similar. And then first step is to insert in here a little bit oil. When I am installing this back, I need a little bit oil, because oil is good lubricant. Here is my engine oil, and couple drops in this gasket. In that way, good. And then I use my clean finger, and that's I clean my finger, and then carefully I insert that oil, engine oil, in this black filter. Okay, and now this filter is ready for back installation, and then look that how it installation happens. First oil in this filter, and then I need to fasten that filter about 10 Newton meters by hand. And then there is some that no any leaks or fire, and in that MAN filter there is more better instructions, and they say that first one is insert oil, and second using hands and cloth in here in that way that we have better grip. And then when it takes contact, this rotation, I need to turn that filter again like 3 divided 4, like 75 turns, total turns. And then I need to check engine oil amount, and then start engine and check that there is no any leaks and add oil. Okay, and then I go to install that filter back, and first I insert that in here, and I rotate that in using my hands, and then when it takes contact, then I need to rotate that like 75 turns, like in there is thumb in here like mark, and in this is like 50, and 75 is that amount, and then this is enough time. Okay, and next I go to install that filter back. Okay, and then we look that oil filter position. And in there we can see, just in their upper one, there is this bolt in their up area. In here. Maybe we can just see, it is a little bit hidden, but if I a little bit, there is this metallic bolt in there, where I need to install this my filter. It is in there very up. Now I'm zooming. It is difficult to see, but there we can see, yes, there is this bolt. Yes, good. There is this our target in this upper area, now in up. And in that position I install next this oil filter, this metallic screw what is in there, and where this oil comes from. Okay, good. And everything looks fine. Excellent. And then we continue. Okay, and now this oil drying bolt, it is in position, and also oil filter is in there, in this upper area, this black one, it is in position. Good. Now we have both of those new parts in there, and then I can go to next step, what is this oil adding, and then we continue. Okay, and then I need to add in this my engine in this good quality oil, and here we have one good quality oil what I can always recommend to all cars if you don't have any oil. This is good quality oil, and name is Mobil 1, and this must be full synthetic. Read that logo. Full synthetic is must. And in that, this liquid level 5 to 50 is very good. I think that in all areas is in world, if you live in Alaska, in US, or then in South Africa, in Africa, this oil fits all areas between those two places. Okay, and then there is this oil adding this cap. What is in here, and it can be sometimes tight, but if you have those weak fingers, then we need only good quality tongs. And like if this is hard to open, I take good quality tongs and carefully I press that, and then in that way in here, and then I rotate, and always this plastic cap opens. And remember, then when we install this cap, oil adding cap back, we use only hands, no ever these tongs. And that way, when we rotate that back, we fasten that only in hands, in this way. And now it's fine. But next I have to add in here about 4 to 5 quarters or 4 to 5 liters this engine motor oil in this drying, and I will do that next. Okay, and now I have add in here this first canister, and then I add in a little bit more, because there is 5 quarters or 5 liters this amount, and then I carefully target in this hole, and carefully I can also use funnel. Now it goes in there. Good. And then I need to clean all of these oily things in here away. Carefully. I need to take all of these extra oils away in here, and then I insert that cap. Oil adding cap back in there. And then I clean those stuff away. And then we have this next step that I need to check. There is this oil dipstick, that how much we have oil, and I check oil level next. Okay, and there is this my oil stick, but before of this measurement I need to start this engine about 1 minute time, that this engine runs 1 minute and then oils rotate to all positions. Okay, now engine is running and we run it about 1 minute, and in the same time we check that there is no any leaks. There's engine running, there is no any leaks, and especially in this down area there's no any leaks there. Okay, and next I measure this oil amount in here. Okay, and then I measure this oil amount, and there is this oil dipstick, and I take it away, and then I have to be clean cotton cloth, and I clean that dipstick in that way, and there is those 2 holes in here, and oil must be at least this upper hole, because this is like up level and mandatory level, and this lower is like critical low level, like emergency situation, and that oil must be always in this upper stick part. And then when I measure that, I insert this there is this hole, I insert this my stick carefully in that hole, and then idea is to press that totally down in that way, in this way, and it is in there and good. Now it's in position, and then I lift that up and let's look result, and oil is in there, just little bit up this upper mark, and that means that everything is now fine, and we can, if this oil is little bit upper than this upper hole, it is okay, but if oil is in here like 1 or 2 inches, then it's too much, and that's I clean that stick again, and I can do it like recheck that what is situation, and then yes, oil is in there. Good. Okay, everything is fine. Oil is there, and this measurement happens in this kind of direction, not in that way, because oil can move in here wrong position. Okay, and now oil replace is ready. Okay, thank you.